born American painter usually regarded as an abstract expressionist?
Newcastle Craig.
Kandinsky.
Anyone like to buzz from Sheffield? Meanwhile to Mark Rothko. 10 points for this. In Christian theology, Thomism is the name given to the doctrines of which 13th century...
Sheffield Cole.
Thomas Aquinas.
Thomas Aquinas is right, yes. Your bonuses are on coastal footpaths. Which national trail in Wales runs along 186 miles of coast from Cardigan to Amroth?
Pembroke Coast Path.
The Pembrokeshire Coast Path is right. Named after a lowland area, which Scottish path runs for 67 miles along the firths of Forth and Tay between North Queensferry and Newport-on-Tay?
We don't know.
That's the Fife Coastal Path. And finally, which national trail runs from Minehead in Somerset along 630 miles of the coasts of Devon and Cornwall, finishing at Poole in Dorset?
South Coast Way.
That's the South West Coast Path. 10 points for this. Answer in German or English. Apparently aiming to demonstrate the possibilities of a then new tuning system, what phrase did J.S. Bach use for the title of his 1720...
Sheffield Bolton.
Well-tempered clavier.
That's correct, yes. Your bonuses now are on Alexander the Great, Sheffield. In each case, give the present-day country in which the following took place. Firstly, Alexander's journey to the oracle at Siwa Oasis in 332 BC, where he was acknowledged as the son of Zeus Ammon.
Yeah. Turkey.
No, it's Egypt. The Battle of the Hydaspes, or Jhelum, at which Alexander, in alliance with the king of Taxila, defeated King Porus in 326 BC.
India.
No, it's Pakistan. The city of Susa, where in 324 BC, Alexander held marriages of himself and his Macedonian companions with women of the local aristocracy.
Iran.
Iran is correct. We're going to take a second picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a painting. 10 points if you can give me the name of the specific artistic style it represents.
Newcastle Bailey.
Pointillism.
It is pointillism, yes. Well, following that painting by Henri Edmond Cross, your bonuses are on 3 more examples of the pointillist style of the late 19th and early 20th century. All are by French artists. I want the artist's name in each case, please. Firstly, this one.
Do we know anyone other than Sarah?
Yeah, just go for it.
Didn't Clint do something about that?
Should we just say Sarah?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Right. Sarah.
No, that's by Camille Pissarro. Secondly, for 5.
We are actually... But I know that one's not him, but we are going to say Sarah for every question.
You are? Yeah. It's not very clever when you know it's wrong. Anyway, there we are. It's Paul Signac. And finally...
Wait, come on, you must...
Yeah. Well, we're going to try it. Sarah.
Yes! Another starter question now. Which country's northern border with Russia runs roughly along the crest of the Greater Caucasus Mountains and is divided into its eastern and western halves by the Liki Range, which joins the Greater Caucasus to the Lesser?
Sheffield Bennett.
Georgia.
Georgia is right, yes. Your bonuses, Sheffield, now are on royal emblems. From his title as Earl of March, a white lion was a badge of which English king born 1442?
Henry VI.
No, it's Edward IV. Which of Edward IV's sons, who also became king, used the emblem of a white boar?
King Richard.
Which one?
The second.
No, it was Richard III. A white hart was the personal emblem of which English king who's depicted wearing it on the Wilton diptych?
We don't know, sorry.
That was Richard II. 4 minutes to go, 10 points for this. What two given names link the Danish physicist who gave his surname to the CGS unit of magnetic induction and his close friend, a writer noted for his poetry and stories for children?
Newcastle Craig.
Anderson.
No.
Sheffield Cole.
Hans Christian.
Hans Christian, yes. Your bonuses are on overseas territories now, Sheffield. The islands of Wallis and Futuna in the Pacific Ocean and Mayotte in the Indian Ocean are overseas territories or collectivities of which European country?
France.
Correct. Which French overseas territory consists of islands, including the Windward, Leeward, Marquesas and Gambier Islands? Let's have an answer.
We don't know.
It's French Polynesia. Saint Barthélemy and the northern part of the island of Saint Martin are French overseas collectivities in which body of water?
The Caribbean.
Correct. Another starter question now. According to Acts in the New Testament, who was chosen by the casting of lots to replace Judas as the 12th apostle after his death?
Sheffield Cole.
Matthias.
Matthias is right, yes. Your bonuses now are on alloys. What name is given to the alloys of iron with carbon and metals such as chromium and nickel?
Steel.
Correct. Brass is an alloy of copper and which other metal?
Tin.
No, it's zinc. In chemistry, an amalgam is an alloy of which metal with another or others?
Mercury.
Mercury is right. You're doing Sheffield proud. 10 points for this. Which hormone is produced by the beta cells of the islets of
Newcastle Craig.
Insulin.
Insulin is right, yes. A minute and a half to go. Your bonuses now, Newcastle. 3 questions on Spain. Which historic region of Spain includes the provinces of Malaga, Cordoba and Granada?
Andalusia.
Correct. What is the chief city of Andalusia, containing the Giralda Tower and the Alcazar Palace? Quickly.
Seville.
Seville is right. In February 1588, the Captain General of the coast of Andalusia, the Duke of Medina Sidonia, was, against his will, appointed to command which enterprise? Quickly.
Any idea? We don't know.
It's the Spanish Armada. Another starter question. Which pair of antonyms appear in the titles of a 1970s television documentary series presented by Jacob Bronowski and an 1871 work by Charles Darwin?
Sheffield Cole.
Ascent and descent.
Correct. Your bonuses now, Sheffield, are on classical music. In each case, give the composer of the following. First, Hungarian Rhapsodies, composed from 1846.
Franz Liszt.
Correct. Second, the 1934 work Rhapsody on a Theme by Paganini.
Rachmaninoff.
Correct. Finally, the 1924 work Rhapsody in Blue.
George Gershwin.
Correct. Another starter question. Literally meaning serving to fill out. What term denotes a word or phrase used in a sentence without adding to the sense and is most commonly applied to a taboo word or similar exclamation?
Newcastle Bailey.
Euphemism?
No. Sheffield, quickly. It's an expletive. 10 points for this. What regnal name is shared by kings of France, nicknamed the Simple, the Bald, the Wise, the Mad?
Newcastle Bailey.
Charles.
Charles is right. Here are your bonuses. They're on art thefts, Newcastle. Stolen from Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in 1990, Storm on the Sea of Galilee is the only seascape by Amat the Gong. Newcastle University have 70. Sheffield University have 315. Well, I'm afraid you were rather mullered there, Newcastle, weren't you? But you were up against a very, very strong team. But thank you very much for joining us. Sheffield, 315 was one of the most convincing performances we've seen in the first round, and we should look forward to seeing you in the next stage of the competition. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from Newcastle University.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Sheffield University.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
There's a treat for porcelain fans on the first semi-final of Antiques Master in a moment. And then from the vintage to the cutting edge, business ideas in need of a break and some cash in Dragon's Den at 9.
came to power on a surge of optimism. He shook this country, fought bitter wars abroad, and left a controversial legacy behind. In his first major interview since the year he left, I'll be asking Tony Blair what he's proud of, what he regrets, and what he thinks of Britain now. Wednesday at 7 on BBC Two.
We are out here because boys are not doing as well as the girls.
Can Gareth Malone get our schoolboys back on track?
We're going to change school. I will make it as fun, as exciting, sometimes as dangerous as I possibly can.
I think there is a better way of doing things, a way that is more dynamic.
If school feels like a place where boys can take risks, then they'll be more engaged.
Gareth Malone's Extraordinary School for Boys, part of school season, starts Thursday 9th of September on BBC Two.